people ask me this, how have you built your network, Andy? So how have you built your network of successful people? So my name is Andy Albright. I am the CEO of National Agents Alliance. We like to call it the Alliance. And I am here with the CEO of Integrity. And this is Bryan Adams. He built an incredible organization similar to what I do at the Alliance. But he had another great idea, which is a strategy to come together as partners for me and him. And now Bryan has helped over 100 other organizations to come together as partners.
Close to 200.
Almost 200 partners. So here's the thing. How do you do that? Like, how do you, if people ask me this, how have you built your network, Andy? So how have you built your network of successful people?
Yeah, look, I think fundamentally, first of all, thanks for having me. You inspire me. I just love everything you're doing, man, and it's an honor to be here. Look, I think the idea that you can only go so far on your own, and if you come together, rising tide will raise all boats, and we can all accomplish more together than we can ever separate. And I think the world is kind of built on this zero-sum game that I have to win, you have to lose. You have to win, I've got to lose. What I've found and what we found at Integrity is we can both win, and we can actually both win more together. It's the whole idea that we've been talking about is this idea that we come together, we can now collaborate. You've got amazing ideas. We have some ideas. These other partners have ideas. We start sharing those ideas, and then we start talking about how can we do this? How can we do that? How can we bring that into this organization or this into that? And all of a sudden, we all kind of rise, right? And so together, we can actually become better than we were ever on our own, right? And so that whole ego, I think ego is the most expensive thing in the world. And this idea that I can only do it on my own, I'm just going to do it. I'm a self-made man. First of all, I don't think anybody's self-made. I think, like, if we all come together and look at serving more people and thinking about it is about, okay, I don't care who gets the right idea, who comes up with the best idea wins. Let's go. That's how you do it. And what that then does, kind of the second part of your question, in my opinion, what I found is when you do that and you live your life through those lenses, all of a sudden other people go, I want to be part of that. That sounds pretty good, right? I remember when you and I talked about partnering together, you were like, hold on, you're building something different over there. I would like to be part of that. And it was this idea, you don't have to take a step back, you don't have to give anything up. You can actually get more and we can go higher together. That becomes attracting, right? So there's two ways you can look at this. You can hunt, right? You can go out there and you can just set in a blind and shoot something. That doesn't take a lot of skill. Or you can fish. And by fishing, you got to make a lure. You got to make something attractive enough that somebody else wants to be part of it. And if you're a great fisherman, most of the time you release it and keep doing it again, right? And so this is that whole idea of, I think, of building business with this abundant mindset that you've built at the Alliance that's gone so far and accomplished so many things, and what now we can do together.
So you're a country boy. You spent some time on a farm, but I think I can explain it, and me too, clearly. But I think I can explain this, that anybody can picture this. If you're on a farm, if you're in a neighborhood and you see one of those posts, like a fence post, and if there's a turtle sitting on top of that fence post, I can guarantee you that turtle didn't get on that fence post. Somebody helped him get up there. That was the hardest thing when I first started the culture of my company, is if I'm recruiting a person in Nashville, Tennessee, and there's somebody else there, like that's on a different team, is if that person will help me. You with me? In other words, they don't have a financial benefit by helping me. And getting them to understand the concept of your team sees you unselfishly helping. Your team is going to come tighter in behind you, right? Because they see what kind of a person you are. And until until I could get people to see it, how it really happens. Like you really do more when people are not fighting of this zero sum that you're talking about. When they finally get it, it's that you might have heard this too, that heaven will be where you have a spoon and a fork that's so long you can't turn it and get it back into your own mouth. But what you can do is feed others.
Well, listen, I mean, if you want to just stick with the religious connotation that you just brought up, so it's an interesting point that I think is just a true statement. So when Jesus, his last message, so if you think about your last message, you got your team, you got this is going to be the last time I get to talk to you, right? I got to give you the direction. So just envision that. So you would be getting there and you go, hey, I need you to pay this bill. I need you to take care of that. I need to take care of my wife. I need you to do this. I need you to go out and create this new product. And here's how we grow. We need to expand in this territory. You'd be frantic, right? You'd be like, oh my gosh, we got to, and nobody would understand anything you say. But what did he do? He took off his coat, got on his knees, and he washed their feet, his disciples' feet, and he said, you got to go serve others, right? That's what you're talking about. If you have this open mindset,
if you help other people.
So listen, Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want, and it's so true. And it's this idea that if I can help you be successful, man, I'll do anything I can, and I'm not honestly looking for it in return, but because I'm not looking for it in return, you're going, hey, how can I help you? It's amazing. Have you ever proof, and you can do this anywhere in America, if there's like a double door and you're walking through it, open the first door and you open it for the next people, and what automatically happens almost every time is that next person says, oh, thank you, and they open the next one for you.
Absolutely.
Is there not, it's just innate. It's it's intuitive of saying, hey, you help me, now I want to help you. And then that creates this virtuous cycle about serving others, man. It's incredible.